Recently, there have been rumors flying around about the ghost of a little girl from the 18th century appearing at the Spooner Historical House in downtown Plymouth. According to legend, the little girl's name was Abigail. She died from a tooth infection and now haunts the alleyway. We met up with local historian Donna Curtin from the Plymouth Antiquarian Society. She put those rumors to rest.
This is the Spooner House on North Street in Plymouth. It was built in the 1740s. One family lived in this house for 5 generations, from the 1700s right into the 1950s. And all of those families' possessions, their furniture, their books, their papers, their photographs, have stayed here in the house, passed down from family member to family member. The last person to live in this house was James Spooner. He was born here and he died here in 1954, and he left this house to be a museum. His interest was in sharing his family history with the town of Plymouth so that they could learn about what had happened here in the past. And so the stories that we tell are obviously based on the information that James Spooner entrusted to us, all those generations of family possessions. This is Spooner Alley, and this is where the story about Abigail Townsend, the little girl who supposedly has appeared to some people here at the Spooner House, where she showed up. But from the historical perspective, we've looked into it, and we are quite convinced from the documentation available that no one named Abigail ever lived in the Spooner House. Here in the archives rooms, we have hundreds and hundreds of letters and documents, and they tell hundreds of stories about the people that lived here in Plymouth and the people that lived here in this house. And that's the kind of material that we like to work with. Ghost stories don't factor into that material. We don't have any evidence within the Spooner family of any interest in ghosts. We know who lived here in the Spooner House historically. We know their names. We know a lot about their personal lives. We know even what they looked like from their portraiture and the photographs that have survived. And that's the story that we tell when visitors come through the museum. We like to tell you about the people that actually lived here.